Hi Terry, welcome back.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's been a couple weeks since we've seen each other.
Yeah, and a lot has actually happened.
Well, tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, 2 days after we had our session, Amelia called me.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, and she wants to come back.
Okay.
And she told me that she was sorry for everything that she did, and that she wants to come back home, and she actually has a job now.
She does?
Yeah.
Where is she working?
She's working at a local office, just secretary work.
Okay.
And she makes really good money.
Okay.
And I think that would be great since right now I'm still looking for a job and doing the job training that you offered me, but I don't want to be around her.
Okay. So how are we feeling about this question?
Confused, a bit scared, and concerned for my kids and myself. So I don't know if maybe I should give her custody of the kids, let her move back in, just ignore her. I mean, she's making really good money.
So you don't want to see her, but you want to give her custody of the kids?
Well, I don't know because, like I told you, she hit me. Who knows if she'll hit them next? You know? So I don't want, like, my kids don't need to be around that. And I just figure I'm in a dilemma right now where I don't have a job. She has a job. Where do I go from here? Should I quit the job training and just let her in, or are there options?
I'm a little confused. Let's back it up. So you said she called you.
Yes.
So prior to that, you had what kind of contact with her?
No contact at all. Actually, she just, because I told you I live with my mom, so she called the house and I come home and my mom's like, I have a message for you, and I'm like, okay. She's like, Amelia called, and I was like, about what? She's like, she just wanted you to call her back. So I called and she was like, hey, how are you? She sounded like as if nothing had happened. Then again, prior to this, I didn't talk to her at all. We didn't speak. So she was just like, oh, I got a job. And I was like, okay. She's like, I want to move back in. No. Why not? Do you want me to paint it? Like, you hit me. She's like, oh, come on. You're a guy. Like, come on. That wasn't even anything big of a deal. And I'm like, dude, come on.
So she downplayed it.
Yeah, she did. Like, nothing happened. So she's like, I have a job now. I work as a secretary, and I make really good money, and I know you don't have a job right now, so maybe I should come back and help you. Let me take care of the kids, like, I'd stress off your mom so she can work and focus on herself. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Come on.
Out of nowhere.
So I haven't seen her, but talked to her, and I don't want to see her because I just don't want to deal with her because she does this. She's nice, and then she has this job, and then she'll make some excuse, probably hit me again, and then leave the kids again.
It sounds like you've been through this before.
Yeah. Well, not the whole hitting situation, but her, like, leaving me behind.
The back and forth.
Yes, and I don't need that. I'm trying to focus on myself and get an education and focus on my kids.
Right. From what we talked about last time, you sounded excited about going back to school and focusing on your kids. And I know it's been hard to juggle everything. But I hear you saying that you don't want her back, you don't want to talk to her, but then you might let her back because she's making money. If you took the money out of the equation, you're saying you wouldn't want her in your life.
I wouldn't want her in my life at all.
Okay.
Maybe for the kids' sake, let her see the kids with me and her. Like, I don't want anything to do with her, but I'm still at a dilemma because, I don't know, maybe it would be good to have her there to be around the kids so the kids wouldn't see her and then see me and then see her and see me because that could affect them. And since I'm still doing the job training, like, I do need the money. I mean, my mom could only help me so much.
Right.
And she's offering.
What job training have you been doing since I've last seen you?
I've been taking some night classes.
Okay.
And I've been taking like just classes on like how to use Word and like all that stuff. So maybe I can get like an office job as well.
Computer applications.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm really happy for you that you're moving that forward.
Yeah.
Because last time we had spoken, you were kind of not sure what to do, but you wanted to go back to school. So it looks like you're actually walking down that path of where you want to be.
Yeah.
So with Amelia, would you say that you love her?
I mean, of course I love her, but when abuse comes in the picture, it's kind of like a hit or miss. Like, should I go back with her? Will that happen again? Will I hit her?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
There's always that factor.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. It's a volatile thing.
And then, once that happens, like, I will never win. Because you know how society works.
I do.
So, I mean, that right there could be a big factor into it. But then again, I just think about my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they need their mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only do so much.
Well, I'm just concerned because I'm just concerned, I guess, about the comment you said that you might want her to take custody or might want her to come back because she has a job. And I see you making leaps and bounds and doing so well, but it seems like you're almost willing to give up your happiness just to have some more stability. So I'd like to talk with you about how maybe we could, have both for you.
Okay.
And you don't have to put yourself in a dangerous situation again. Have you given her any kind of answer?
I kind of basically freaked out on her.
Okay.
And that after I freaked out on her, that's when I kind of sat down and I was like, maybe she's right. Maybe I do need her right now. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to be in this night class for, but hopefully I'm hoping with this computer applications class, like I can be able to at least get a semi-job that pays, minimum wage.
Right.
And that can help.
What do you mean when you say that you need her? In what ways?
I need her to help me financially to pay rent, and I need her to just be there for the kids when I can't or my mom can't, and just to have someone there to talk to. I mean, before all of this, like, she was like understanding and she was a very great person, but then after that I just don't know who she is anymore, so I'm kind of like in the middle.
Right. Well, she not only hit you, but then she stopped, because she kind of walked out of your life as well.
Yeah.
That's very unstable.
Very unstable, and you kind of get stressed and depressed, and I'm very stressed right now because I don't know what to do. I mean, she hasn't contacted me since because I kind of freaked out on her. I don't blame her, but then again, I don't blame myself either.
I know your kids are very young. Do they have do they know anything that's going on between this?
They know that she called, and they want to see her. So I haven't been lying to them, but I've been so busy that they've kind of just like not mentioned it, so I don't mention it, which I know isn't right.
Were they around when the physical abuse took place?
My 2-year-old was, but I just told him to go to his room. And
wow.
Just, yeah.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy. But I mean, like I said, like I don't want to lie to him, so I was just like, oh, just go to your room, and he's 2, so half the time they look either mad or happy, so he just ran away and did whatever he could do. So.
Kids are like sponges, though. I don't think you realize how much they can soak up.
True. I mean, he hasn't mentioned it to me yet. He talks so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, he's never mentioned it yet, but I guess I never told him it because I don't want him to be concerned. But he's always asking me, like, where's mom? Where's mom? And I'm just like, oh, mom's working.
Right.
And she is working. So, I mean, I guess I'm not lying to him, but then again, I am because she's never around. So.
Right. With Amelia out of the picture, has there been more peace in your life? I know you and your mother don't have the strongest relationship, but are you at least, are things stable in the household?
Yes. When I'm not in the night classes, my mom took the morning shift, so now she works in the morning, and my kids go to school, so when they come home, she comes home, and then I go take my night classes.
Okay.
So that is just great right there, but I mean, I don't see my kids that much now, so it's kind of like, during the day I clean the house, and I try to keep myself busy so I don't just sit down and think about it, and then I just pick my kids up from school, and then I bring them home, and then I go to school.
So are you working right now?
Well, I'm doing a lot of schoolwork, if you mean, by working, so, yeah.
That's a job in itself.
Yeah.
And you're going full-time, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're saying it's working for the moment, though. Although you don't get to see them that much and money's tight. When is school done for you?
They told me to get an associate's you need 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like quite a while.
Okay.
Because I just started. So.
Right. Okay.
But with this computer application class, they told me that I can go to like any like office company and they'll hire me. I mean, the money won't be like that good, but I mean, it's something to start out with.
Be something in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what financial security aside, it seems like things are working, although they are tight. What do you want to do?
I want to get my own place.
Okay.
Because now that I am going to school and I will hopefully be getting this job after I take this class, I want to start saving money so I can at least put a down payment on a room or an apartment somewhere so I can be able to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. Because I kind of just want my mom to just not worry about me so much.
Right.
So, because she's worried about me. Even though she doesn't say anything, like, you can tell on any mom's face that they're concerned about their child. So, I mean, places out here are pretty expensive. Rent's like $900 a month.
Right.
And I do not have that money.
Have you looked into getting some kind of help?
What, like,
Through like assistance programs?
No.
No? Okay.
Are there like people that I can maybe talk to?
Yes. Well, I can't promise anything, but if you went down to the Department of Social Services and applied, maybe you'd be eligible for some help because you do have children and you are going to school and not able to work. Maybe that would help a little bit.
Okay. Now, would they find me like a place where like rent is less cheap, or would I like go into like a group home or something, or like a shelter?
You wouldn't have to go into a shelter, but you would have to speak with them. I mean, nothing bad would happen, like could happen. You would just find out if you could be helped in any way. Like you wouldn't have to go into a shelter or anything, but maybe you would get some kind of food stamps or maybe assistance for, electricity or rent.
Okay.
So, I mean, that might be something to look into just so that you know your options.
Yeah, that would be actually very helpful, actually. I won't have to worry that'll be one less thing off my plate that I have to already worry about, you know?
Because I'm a little worried about the Amelia situation. It doesn't sound like you think it's a healthy thing to do, or that you even want to, or that you don't seem, propelled by love for her. It's just the money. So I don't want you to make, a decision based on necessity just to have some money.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Have you been, trying to date at all?
Well, I've been so busy with school, so, no. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that is definitely something that I would look forward to, but, I mean, I'll try to find someone less crazy. But with the whole children situation, like, when that whole thing happens, like, should I just, like, not bring Amelia in the picture with my family?
Right.
Because, trying to rebuild a family and then having two other women who already mothered your children, just like, that's just going to be another chaos in there, which I'm not worried about, but then again, I don't know if I want her in my life or not with the kids. But then they're their mother, so that's kind of tricky as well.
When do you plan on speaking to her next? What's your next move?
I want to definitely meet with her. Confrontation. Definitely not alone. I want my mom to be there.
You want your mother to be there?
Yeah, just so, like, because I didn't really, my mom knows about the situation, but she just wants to be there to, kind of, like, observe and see what's going on.
Well, what does your mother think about everything?
She thinks that it's ridiculous.
Okay.
She doesn't want Amelia to come back. When she told me in a very nonchalant way. So it's kind of like she didn't really have an opinion on her calling me, but you can tell that in the tone of her voice. She was just like, just don't call her. It's kind of just like, oh, Amelia called. She kind of just looked at me like, don't call her back. Terry.
How was her relationship with Amelia before that happened?
They did not get along.
They didn't get along. Okay. To have your mother there when you speak with Amelia, do you think how do you think that is going to play out?
Amelia's going to be a character within her, so she's going to totally fake it, probably do something that is going to probably spark my mom's interest to feel sorry for her.
Uh-huh.
And then I can definitely see my mom, like, turning it all on me, saying that maybe I did something to make her hit me, or maybe I did something to spark what happened, which is always, like, what happens in those situations. But hopefully my mom just sits there and just listens. She's not really been there for me, so I feel like this is something that she should be there for me for, you know. And then if not, then that's when I definitely know that I need to get the hell out of my house and get my own place.
Okay, well, I mean, just from listening to what you said, are you sure you want her there? I mean, do you want her there for you or for them? Because it sounds like you're trying to prove something to both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I definitely want her there, you know, to prove a point to myself and to prove the point that, you know, I want a steady life and I don't need people like Amelia in my life.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Like, at least I'm doing something. Like, I can be out selling drugs or being a complete asshole, but I'm not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I deserve some credit.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve, like, an applause.
Yeah, you're trying very hard. And
yeah.
You're right. You're doing what you need to do. Where do you plan on meeting with her?
Probably somewhere social, like at a park or at a restaurant.
Okay.
I don't want her in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely bring my kids with me, because that'll kind of bring down the tension. But then again, like, when she wants to talk to me about coming back home, I'm just going to be like, no, like, it's not happening whatsoever. And if she wants custody of the kids, then I guess I'll have to bring my case to a lawyer as well.
So what do you want out of this meeting? I'm just a little confused.
I just need your assistance on whether I should...
Oh, not this meeting, I'm sorry, with Amelia.
Oh,
You said you wanted to talk about her moving in or not moving in, but
yeah.
then you said that you want the kids there, and if she tries to bring it up, you're kind of just going to shut it down. So what are you actually hoping to get out of that meeting?
Well, if she's calm
Mm-hmm.
and she's able to communicate with me, and then I'll communicate back.
Okay.
If not, then I'm just going to be like, well, then that's it. Like, we're done.
Okay. And if she is calm, what would be the best case scenario to come out of this?
I would let her see the kids
Okay.
whenever she wants, because at least I know on that part she'll help them, because I don't really need her to help me.
Right.
And then I can finish my class, get my job, and help myself as well as my kids as well.
So you
I
said
can
you'd
save up for my own place.
You don't want her to help you.
No, I don't want her to help me.
So her moving in is not on the table, you're
No,
saying?
Yes. It's not
Okay.
on the table.
Does she know that?
No, but I'm going to tell her.
Okay. 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 Well, I mean, I think it's a great thing to sit down with her and have a level-headed conversation. I'm just a little worried about the kids and the whole audience. So, I mean, let's discuss the worst-case scenario. What could happen?
The worst case would probably be us yelling, us starting a scene, and then her just completely just turning it all on me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she would hit me again.
Mm-hmm.
If she did, I would completely just be like, I'd stop her. I wouldn't hit her back, but I would definitely stop her.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably cause a scene as well, because then other people would think, hey, what are you doing, man? Like, stop. And that would just be another case within itself.
Right.
The kids would probably start crying. Then I would just leave with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Then your mother.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
If she comes with me.
Okay. Yeah.
If she comes out with me, or if she stays there to comfort her, because, you know, like I said, she's funny like that.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a big deal, though.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm more worried and anxious, if anything.
You're worried and anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nervous, nervous would probably be just like her not coming, her just breaking me off.
Mm-hmm.
That would be disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But if she cares, then she'll come.
You're thinking that might happen, that she might not come?
Well, she hasn't talked to me ever since that because
Okay.
I freaked out on her. So,
Right.
like, if you're willing to make a commitment, why not keep trying?
Mhm.
And she hasn't.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm. Just sound a little flaky.
yeah.
Okay. And how is that frustrating for you?
Well, yeah, because I got my point across and she didn't say anything to me.
Mhm.
So, you want a reaction. So I'm sitting here like, what is she doing right now? What is she thinking? Like, what is she planning?
Mhm.
You know, because I didn't think that she was gonna hit me. So
Right.
that right there was just like, again, like, that was just like, why did that happen? You know, because this is what all started all of this. If she would never done that, I wouldn't be here right now.
Right.
I wouldn't be talking to you.
Mhm.
But you've helped me a lot, so I thank you.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Speaking about it has helped you.
I didn't do anything she did. She started all of this, so
Right.
I don't feel like I did anything wrong.
Mhm. But you're not sure what she's gonna do next. It sounds like.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So where do you want to go from here? You're gonna set up a time to talk to her.
Yes.
When do you plan on doing that? How soon?
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
When all that happens, do you want me to come back and like tell you what happened? Or?
Yeah, we went 2 weeks. Because we had a missed appointment. Maybe next week you'd like to come in,
Yeah, sure.
so we could talk about it while it's still fresh and kind of, try to figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, sure.
How do you plan on, getting yourself mentally prepared to go meet with her? Have you considered that?
No, not at all.
Okay. What do you usually do to kind of get your mind, clear?
I've been reading a lot.
Mhm.
Like usually my homework like takes my mind off of it, but now that it's coming, I'm gonna have to think about it. Probably like maybe I should like write down what I say.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Would like that be good to do?
I think it would be a good idea. I mean, I do that a lot personally to organize my thoughts.
Okay.
If that's how you feel, you would have, more of a clear idea of what you wanted to say to her, especially since you're walking into it and you don't know which way she's going to go. I would imagine, it's easy to kind of get sucked into it and swayed. Like you said, you're kind of worried that she might even go as far as to hit you, and then how would you react? So
Yeah.
I would maybe want to go with a game plan.
Okay. So game plan. Okay.
You're gonna call her tonight then, I take it?
Yeah. And if she doesn't pick up, then where do I go from there?
Mhm.
Probably just not deal with it.
There's that option too, yeah. She
Yeah.
might not even pick up. What if she is rude right off the bat? Yeah, and then so you kind of know you're walking into that, or what if she's really nice and she's saying really nice things to you? How are you gonna react to all of that?
If she's nice, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I think we should talk. I'm ready to talk if you're ready to talk.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't when you want it, it's when I want.
Mhm.
Because this is your mistake, not mine. And if she's angry, then we know who the bigger person is here.
Mhm.
Me. And that's why I know that she has no right to be in the lives of my kids.
Right.
She has no respect for me, and I hope everything goes well for her.
She hasn't apologized though, correct?
Nope, not at all.
So how do you think she's going to react when you tell her that it's her fault and, that she's in the wrong, basically?
She'll probably make some sob story. She'll probably make some excuse.
Like what kind of excuse might she say?
Like the stress of taking care of 2 kids, one that isn't even hers.
Okay.
Just me losing my job and not working or not going to school, or not doing anything stable with my life.
Mhm.
That's what she'll probably do.
Mhm.
And then her walking out on me, her hitting me, that would be just because that's the way that she wanted to do things, and that's her way of doing things. And if I don't like it, then I should have never dated her.
Okay. So she puts it all on you.
Yeah.
Okay. And how are you prepared to react to those things that she says?
Well, right now I'm thinking like I want to laugh, but I'll probably just like be in a rage. But if you're telling me to write all this down, then I'll just probably just write down all the negative things I would say, throw that out, and then think of like an initial reaction to just like make her not stoop to her level, because that's what she wants. People like her, they want you to stoop down to their level,
Mhm.
and they get enjoyment out of that, and I'm not going to do that.
Well, I think that's really wonderful, Terry, to like you said, come up with the bad things and then throw that out. Because it sounds like you have a lot of anger towards her,
Yeah.
understandably, but that you want to be mature and handle this, you know, in a good way for your kids and for yourself.
Yeah.
Prove something to yourself and to her too, that you're not going to let her, you know, suck you in like that again. All right. Well, I feel like that's a really positive thing, what you just said right there.
Yeah.
That, you know, now you're getting prepared, you're thinking, and in the beginning of the session, you said that you thought of her taking custody of the kids and coming back. I was a little worried, but it sounds like that's not what you want. You want to just, you're not sure what to do, but you want to handle it in a way that, you know, you're proud of.
Yeah.
And I think you're going in the right direction.
Thank you.
All right, so on your way out, you can make an appointment for next week.
Okay.
And we'll meet again and hopefully, you know, discuss what happened at your meeting if it takes place. And if
Okay.
not, we'll discuss that as well.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you so much.
All right, well, thanks for coming and I look forward to seeing you again.
No problem.
All right.